Alright, so this is the first of hopefully many rune experiments. This time it's an item explorer that lets you have a look through all of the rune words that have been created so far, a bit about their history, what's happened to them, who owns them, what farms they've been in, all of that kind of stuff. Just to pre-warn you that this is based on static data, so this doesn't automatically update, but it's accurate as of today, the 14th of May, at about 10 PM UTC. And the second thing to note is that this is really not optimized, so this will probably absolutely hammer your computer, so make sure that you've got something decent before you give it a try. So what can we do with this? So all of the raiders are in the blue colour, the dark blue colour. All of the raids, or as we refer to them, but other places called farms, are in the yellow colour. And then the Steel, Fury and Lorekeepers are in their respective colours. I haven't shown the shards because we can't really do a huge amount with those at the moment. So if I just take one of these points, let's have a look at this one because this looks quite interesting. They've got loads of items attached to them. So this is Awesome Name. So here we can see that Awesome Name has crafted a load of Furies, and if you mouse over each of the Furies, you can see that actually not a huge amount has happened with them unless we go over this side. So if we follow this over here and follow that Fury over, you can see that that was minted on the 28th of April, and it was then equipped into the if raid and unequipped into the if raid on the same day. Let's find some others that might be a bit more interesting. Actually, let's go over here. If I pull this down, is that going to absolutely hammer my computer? Yes, it is. Alright, I'll leave that alone. Let's follow one of these along. I'm trying to find one that tells you it's been transferred because that is quite interesting. This one's got a fair bit of history. So it was minted on the 20th of April. It was equipped, unequipped, equipped, unequipped. So it's been in several of the raids, so you can kind of follow the history there. This one interested me actually when I first saw it because it's got a huge line. So actually, wow, this has had an absolutely huge history. So it's been minted, equipped, transferred. Here it was transferred from. Let's go back onto it. Transferred from Emitom to Zeus, equipped, unequipped, transferred from Zeus to Priest, transferred from Priest. Wow, I mean, this has gone all over the place. So this is a very, very interesting Lorekeeper here. So if I just turn some of these off by clicking the bubbles at the top, so I'm just going to turn off Lorekeeper and Steel to just leave us with Fury and give it a few seconds to update. As I said, it is a resource hog. I'll probably have a look to see if there's some other way of doing this, if this actually becomes of interest. But this is a bit of a more interesting view actually, and it's just the Furies here. So we can see here that Panity has had a load of fun of crafting a load of Furies actually. Let's move Benji out of the way. He's not connected in this diagram because Benji hasn't done anything with Furies. So this one in particular has had a fair bit of activity, so that's been in the If, Rao and Tau farms. But yeah, most of these just have not been used. So yeah, the idea of this is it just gives you a way of exploring some of the items. You can sort of see their history, what's happened to them. If you click on the farms, you can see all of the Furies that have been added to the various farms. And yeah, I just thought it might be fun to actually follow the items across. So if I send the link out, the reason I haven't sort of shared this directly onto the main Rune Farm chat is that people might see that this is a bit invasive. I mean, obviously all of the data for it is available on the blockchain, but not in this form. So this has got a bit of processing behind it. So I just wanted to check with you guys as the mods to see what you think before we actually sort of go sharing it. And then also, I guess, if we kind of make it semi-official or sort of more than an experiment, then we might have an obligation to keep it up to date, and that takes a bit of work. So I'll take your guys' steer on what you think is the best thing to do with it. But in the meantime, I'll let you have a quick watch of this video, and then I will share the link so you can explore for yourself. And feel free to take some screenshots if you find any really interesting items and things that have happened to them. But in the meantime, I hope you enjoy, and yeah, let me know if you have any questions or comments.